Welcome to Daily Spokes. I'm your host, and today we are talking about Glorieta. Boom, dropped off the kids at the Children's Museum in Santa Fe, and Glorieta, here we come.
Take the exit, then take the first left onto State Road 50.
If you are not familiar or you've never been to Glorieta, I highly recommend it. Their trail system it's awesome. It's really, really cool. So basically location, it's in between Santa Fe and Pecos. From Old Town Santa Fe, it took me 20 minutes to get to the trail system. So super close. It's free. They allow e-bikes. It's like, what's not to love about that? It's a great time. It's very reminiscent of a downhill bike park. So typically, I mean, there's over 20 miles of single track for hikers and bikers. If you're not sure where to park, I highly recommend getting on like MTB Project or Trail Forks, clicking on the driving directions and it'll take you right there. If you want to Google it, you can Google the High Five Eco Zip Tour. That parking lot is the destination that's those systems are going to take you to. You'll see Glorieta maps, signage and whatnot, so you're good to go. People totally utilize it. It is one of the cooler systems in northern New Mexico that has some like really gnarly single track. I mean, you're climbing about 1,000 feet typically and then descending, right? So there's blues and black diamonds. There's some gnarly jumps, some gnarly drops and whatnot. There's great berms. I mean, you'll definitely rip. The cool thing too is typically when there's going to be a drop or jump, there's going to be a bypass option as well, so you don't have to take the crazy the intense stuff. There's other options for people that are less adventurous. Let's say the ride I took on this particular day, it was called, I took Snack Pack and then I took Holy Moly Down. Another good loop, a really, really good blue, is Chips and Salsa. So those are really good, but I like to watch. Let's check this out. So if you hop on MTB Project, look at all these different options you see. It's just a really good time. You'll see lots of 4 or 5 star ratings. Highly, highly recommend. The ride I did, you're probably looking at anywhere from like 6 to 8 miles. If you're on a traditional bike, you're most likely looking at, depending on your, how in shape you are, anywhere I'd say from like 45 minutes to an hour and a half. It's a pretty good uphill. And the crazy thing is you can literally get down the mountain in like 15 minutes. Check this out. Is that a zip line? What? This is so crazy. It's my first time actually mountain biking on the Salsa Moraine in DR12, and oh my goodness, this is a complete game changer. I didn't think like climbing could be this fun, but it is a blast. Oh my goodness, it's so crazy. Literally, I cannot even explain it. There's a learning curve. This bad boy is super light, but it still is an e-bike. So like climbing in some sketchy situations is a little different. The bike doesn't do all the work for you. You still have to be in the right gears and such. It's a little bit of a learning curve, but at its core, climbing is literally a whole different, like, oh my goodness, whole different experience. It's actually fun. It's literally like the whole trail is just ripping. Initially, I wanted to keep my traditional mountain bike, but after this, I don't know. That's gonna be a tough one. It's so sick. Like this hill, for example, let's just rip right up it. Like I said, we do gotta be in the right gear, but look at that. Nothing. It almost felt like I was supposed to be going down instead of up. It was so steep, and I just ripped right up it. Anyways, you guys are on an e-bike? Ah, they're sick. Yeah, I mean, it's a good time. It's a great time. Yeah, and if you've never been, I highly recommend checking it out. But if you appreciated the content and you want to see more, I highly recommend subscribing. We are going to be putting together some awesome adventures, bike reviews, bike related life, all that good stuff. So hit the notification, give us a thumbs up if we brought you value, and can't wait to see you in the next one. Cheers.